Swadika everyone, welcome back to Vegetable Carving 101. Today lessons I'm going to show you how to create this lovely radish flower here. See there, that beautiful? It's not that difficult to do at all if you have the tool and know how step by step. And this little green curly thing is come from the stem of the radish here. We're using daikon radish today. So let's get started. Let me put this back in the water. You're gonna use daikon radish, and the green part is from this stem that you buy from the store. And this time of year, everything is just too expensive, and all the pandemic going around all over the world here. It's save everything you can. Okay, so I saved this little stem here. I have carved already some of it, and I have few left, which is might be small, but I'm trying to do my best so you can see how I done. Let me get a little closer here before we start into the flower. You're gonna carve a little slash cut on the side of the stem here. Open up just like this. See? It's very small and detailed stuff. Okay, both sides of the edge of the green part. You gotta ease eye into and cut slightly into the stem here. Now then you're gonna split this into half. Easier to go this way. Okay, and keep the bottom attached. Then you flip over and split the other half. That's it. Just like you're cutting a chili, do the same thing. Chili flower. Okay, and soak this in the water. Then you will get the same result I just showed you. Okay, now let's get back to our flower. To get started with the radish flower, you're gonna cut the radish here. It depends how long you want the petals. I would say about an inch and a half to 2 inches height of the petals. Okay, so you're gonna cut to the height that you want it. Let me start here at the bottom because since this is already curved, save that. You're gonna cut about an inch about here, inch and a half, and 2 inches. Okay, see there, 2 knuckle. So you're gonna cut about the length that you prefer of the large of the flower, how big or how tall you want your flower gonna be. I'm gonna cut it about here, 2 inches. Okay, you need to carve into a section flat area of 5 sections. Okay, so you need to divide your flower into 5. Letter Y again. Split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now cut into a section. So this is curved. You want the bottom to be more smaller than the top, so you're gonna cut straight to the top. Okay, So you get 5. Now you look at the size of the section. Some section might be small, so you need to go back and kind of trim that little area to widen the top part, open up, make it wider. Okay, you will have something like this. Now, what you need to do, we're gonna carve a thin slice of 5 petals within this flat surface here. Thin slice. We go on the left hand and slide unite on the right hand if you right-handed, and then saw up this vegetable and curve on the bottom down. So they open up, okay? If you cut straight, then it's gonna stay this open, okay? If you open up, curve it down, it lock the base and then make them open more, okay? Curve it down, okay? You need a knife that not have a sharp tip to be safe side, so you won't cut your petals. You see there, when I go like this, the tip of the knife might cut through the next petal there, so you don't need to worry. You have a round the tip of the knife. Again, that's 3, 4. Okay. Last one. If you're afraid that you're gonna cut on this section here, get your protection or cutting board that you have, personal cutting board, and carve it away so the knife will not cut onto this petal. Okay, so you have this format. Okay, now before we go to the next step, we're going to design our petals. So if you go to the next step and carve this later on, it's difficult to work with, so carve it now before you go to the next step. The next step is you can design, you want this to be on the left or on the right. I want this to be on the right, then I go this way. If you want to be on the left, then you go this way, okay? Whichever way you want, you design your own flower. First of all, you're gonna cut a thin strip with a wide on the bottom and narrow on top. See? Just like that, okay? Then you're gonna start about half an inch from the tip of the petals to here. Put the blade of the knife, curve and swing S curve and go up to the tip on the other side. See what I mean? Okay, then let's do it all at once. You're gonna cut the same thing. You're gonna get a double cut. You're gonna do a double cut. Go back, insert your knife, follow the shape you just made, and then cut a second layer onto this opening. Okay, so you have double layer. See there? Double layer, same cut. Now let's go to the next petal, same thing. A thin strip, S curve, down, up and down and up. Swing it and go back. Open the second layer. Okay. Continue. Finish all 5 slices. I designed these flower petals many years back. And I apply into different technique, but same cut with different technique. So you get a flower that unique with no one was done this. Okay, edge curve. See how easy when you have your own personal cutting board on your fingertip. Okay, one last one. Okay, then you push the forward like this. So you have double layer. See there? A double layer petal, which means you only cut one time. See how beautiful that is? Okay, instead of cut out this corner such a way, so I create a line. Using any tool you have, a V shape, a U shape, or a what do you call it, channel. I use the channel one. Okay, whatever you have. You don't have, use knife. Insert that and scrape on this corner part. When you go down, make sure you bend it and tuck it, curve with the vegetable there. Okay, so they open up. When you use the tool, try to go the same. The stroke have to be the same. Push. You know, you don't want to over push into the vegetable, so they get thicker when you push little heavier. So you have to be kind of pay attention to your cut, you know, the power of the hand when you push out the knife or cut into a tool. You have to control that. Not too much, not too light, not too heavy. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and remove this corner out by cutting, trimming out straight down to the bottom. When you go down to the bottom, you kind of go very gentle. Okay, don't push it hard because you might cut into this piece. That's one reason why I told you to curve it down when you go down into this section there. If they are a little well on you, don't worry. When you finish, you put it in the water. They will be fresh and sprinkle up so nice and pretty. Okay, there it is. That beautiful. Now again, we're gonna slide this into a petal of 5. Use your finger to block it so the petal is out of the way while you're working on. Okay, there you go. Our second layer. See there? Now let's cut our petals. the center of the flower, we're not gonna cut this part. You're gonna shape like this only, okay? So if you're going from right to left, you need to do the same thing on the second layer. Same motion. See? One last one. Okay, there you go. Now, again, use your tool to scrape off the side of the corner of the radish here. Okay, see there? Now let's trim it off again. I'm going to use my carving knife now. You want to trim into a rounder shape this time. See there? Let me put this in water because this seems to be well a little bit there. They dry up. Okay. Now you're gonna use the tool to create a little center, like a pollen of the flower. Okay, you can use this same one. I'm gonna use the smaller one. Okay, you don't have, use the same tool you have, and then just scrape light hand. Okay, not too heavy. You get a small section, small strip instead of thick and big. I'm using small one here. Oops. Okay, then take your knife, insert in there, and poke in and try to get the radish out of. Actually, you can trim it out, but I don't want to waste my radish because I can use this to make a little ball to decorate the other flower, you know. Still doesn't come out. Okay, there you go. See there? Did you see there? Everything too much busy on your view there. See? Okay, now let's put the center of our flower I'm going to use the carrot again for yellow or orange. And again, use the toothpick. Insert that. Voila. Your flower all complete. Okay. Let me bring the one in the water. This is to become too soft because I had a fan on. It's kind of dry out the flower here. Let me show you the one that already in the water again. You see there? Put that in the water. So the petal become open up more than just the one we just did. So there you go. What do you think, guys? Pretty nice and easy. Actually, it's not that difficult if you follow my technique step by step and slowly carve into each section just like I show you. So stay tuned to another section of the radish flower. Don't go away. To start off with the radish here, I cut the radish off to the side that I want. You want about an inch. You don't know how long. You just find the center of the flower, put your carving knife in the center there and measure it. And that's gonna be the height of your flower deep. Okay, we don't need this deep, but to be safe for carving and other trimming, so you need about this thick, so about an inch. Okay, now you're gonna need a scooper. I have this small one. If you have large one, try not to go in too deep so you don't get too big a hole. Okay, so find that and position in the center there and scoop it out. You can save this for carrot flower and use as a center for your flower there. Okay, now you're gonna divide your flower into a section. This is the flower we are working on here. This is where you scoop it out, and I use the carrot to insert to be the center of the flower. You see there? So this is what we are working on. After you have the scoop it out, okay, let's start with our petals carving. You need to divide your petal into 6, so score the radish there into 6 sections. Divide half first and then 3. Put a mark there. Okay, can you see that? Now you're gonna scoop cut and then scoop up, make a little wedge on your vegetable, a dent, okay, all around to get start off. Try to turn the blade so they overlap, okay, so the petals going to overlap one another. okay. Once you got that, remember that one of the petal is gonna be higher than the other, so you need to, this time you're gonna scoop more. That's just to get started. Now you're gonna scoop more and tear it up. Make sure you turn your left hand with your right hand with the motion, okay? So you have this going. Then from this shape, you're gonna scoop cut 3 small one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you see there? Okay, now you can insert your knife in there and then follow the shape. You're gonna curve, then up, down, up, down, and curve it in. Go back, trim it out. See the petals going on? Okay, now the second petal, you're gonna start under from your first one. You're gonna scoop cut it first, make a little dish or a scoop cut. Then you gotta scoop cut again, 3 again. 1, 2, and 3, and scrape that out. Okay, then go underneath. Again, follow the shape, scoop over, under, over, under, and curve it in. Keep an eye on my motion of the hand and the knife. They are coordinating, they go together, okay? Left hand and right hand go together. So you have this motion cut without stringing your wrist or an ankle. Try to get around the section, try to go like this. Instead, you just go turn it, go together, okay? Now, again, you see how they overlap? You see there? See that? That's supposed to look like. Again, you're gonna scoop cut to create a section to work with. Scoop cut, up, down, up, down. Go underneath, up, down, and trim it out. You see it? Okay, continue. Okay, one last one. You see how we go around? Trim out. See there? Now I'm gonna use my scooper kind of clean up this area because I'm gonna insert the center of the flower here. Now let's trim the outside out. Try to do a little bit at a time, okay? Run the tip of the knife in an angle and cut underneath of the petals there. See there? Okay. Then trim it out on the side afterward. Okay. Now what you need to do is we're gonna trim it so it have a smaller base and wide to the bottom of our flower there. You don't want anything can see through from top view. Have to be free from here, okay? Let's see, can stand up, yes. You can color this flower to any color you want. You can use carrot. I'm using radish because it is easy for you guys, the beginner, to carve, twist, and turn your knife easily. If a carrot or pumpkin may be a little harder for the beginner, okay? So now let's get our carrot and scoop out some little ball there so you can put it on top of the carrot, okay? And you're gonna need some toothpick to insert into our radish here so it fit perfect. Voila, there you go. See there, you will have the pretty flower here made from radish and beautiful. Can garnish on your plate or bouquet, okay? If you color them with food color, they're gonna give you a different color, okay? It's gonna be beautiful. If you want a white, leave it like that. If you want to color, maybe you don't want to change it to carrot, you will keep the original radish and put it back upside down like this, and then color them even the center and the petals. So there you go. This is a radish flower that you are learning from this technique step by step. Easy and simple. Can you handle that? I hope you enjoy this carving with me today. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you guys later. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.